Hi, I'm Brian Gluckstein, and I'm talking to you from Palm Beach, Florida. I'm actually in a project we finished recently, and what I love about this apartment is about the fact that it's all in the mix. I love the idea of the contrast of mixing periods and styles, whether it's modern art and traditional furniture, it's whether traditional furniture and modern architecture, creating spaces that have personality and that really reflect the homeowner and create visual stimulation. Now, when it comes to establishing how to create the mix, I often take influence from not only the client, but the built environment that we're working in. And I find it even more important in our contemporary work, in our modern work, is to bring in pieces from the past. And that adds a soulfulness to the space. So we have the mixture of wicker chairs designed by Jean-Michel Frank in the 1930s. We have Murano light fixtures from the 40s. In a different environment could look very formal, but in this environment look relaxed. I chose a gilded mirror for the dining room, and it has a shell motif, but it is on a dining room suite that is sisal carpet and feels very beachy, and the drapery is unlined linen and just blows in the wind when the doors are open. And what was important is that it felt very relaxed, that you can sit around in shorts and a t-shirt and look at the ocean. But my client has a bit of glamour to her. So the whole idea is, how do you bring glamour to a space that is so informal? And I think we really achieve that here. I think the consistency throughout the space is the relaxed materials. Whether they're the sofas or the chairs, it's all about linens and cottons. There's a little bit of velvet to add some glamour, but most of the materials are very tactile and very relaxed. And I think that's what makes the space so very comfortable and allows us to bring in a lot of the eclectic and more glamorous elements, little ones throughout. This apartment really has personality and really reflects the owner. And to me, that is so important, because all of our spaces look different, and they should look different because they are designed to reflect the homeowner and the environment.